it's just so cool the way the Canada Games takes over the downtown of places, and it just becomes like it becomes the thing that's going on in the town, and everybody participates, and the volunteers are there, and there's kids from all over the country. It's just great. It's a great Canadian thing. I think there's a community that comes from sport that really doesn't exist in any other way, because there's competition, but there's also celebration, right? And kids get to see what other kids are doing, and athletes get to learn how other athletes are doing it. It's kind of like, it's kind of like the folk festival of the sports world, where, in the music world, we spend all our winter or whatever rolling around in our own little bubble, and then you never see anybody else do what they're doing, or you never learn what gear they have or something like that. And you come, you go to the festivals, and all of a sudden you learn more in 2 days than you learn the whole winter, or whatever. And I'd be very surprised to find out that these kids don't go back to their own clubs, their own, swim or, skis or hockey teams or whatever, and bring with them like a national perspective, to know that, hey, we're, if we want to compete with those guys, we got to do this, or if we want to get better over there, or we're actually better than a lot of people at this. And so that knowledge and that kind of fraternity and sorority and all that stuff, it's just great. It's just a wonderful coming together of people.
Sports are fun. Sports are competitive. Music is competitive. Rap is sport now. It's all about like how many this, how many that, who's the best. So in sports, you definitely know who the winner is because it's not subjective. In music, someone can win, but maybe they're not the most talented. Someone can lose, but maybe they're better than the winner. So there's that kind of weird dynamic too. But I just love playing for people. I think the energy people bring into watching a show around sports is much more boisterous and kind of like, cantankerous than people who just buy a ticket for a show. They're kind of, at sporting events, they're a little more kind of hyped up. Love what you do. Always watch, go back and watch tape and footage of why you got into this. Watch the people you look up to when it sucks. If you lose, you're thinking of quitting. Always access the files that made you want to do it when you were a kid, because you'll find that when you watch that, you get this invigoration. And the key is to always remember that no matter what you do on this trial and tribulation of trying to win, to always love it. Because if you love it, you'll just have fun.